do the sewer hookup today. First thing I'm going to do is put on some gloves so that I don't get the stink all over my hands. There should be gloves in this compartment. You can see I've already taken 2 adapters out. Probably won't need them today, but sometimes you do if you're hooking up to a public site or a dump station. So I'll talk about those real quick. And again, get your gloves on because they've touched sewage. So this is one that'll connect to the drain pipe. I'll show you that in a second. And it'll help fit right into here, which will then fit into a big opening. Today we have a hole in the ground over there, so we won't need either of these 2 things. So I'll put those back into here, and we'll proceed down here. You can see here's the hole in the ground, and so we need to go from here to there. Our sewage pipe is about 15 feet long, so that's going to be pretty easy to accomplish. If you come back here, you'll see our bumper actually stores the sewage pipe, commonly referred to as the stinky slinky, because of the sewage it contains. So see, this is our sewer pipe, and you'll see that it has a little adapter on here. This adapter is going to connect to our sewage line. So as you come over here, you'll see that there are 2 valves, one here, and there's one in here. Alright? One valve is for the gray water, which is your sink and your shower, and one is for the black water. This one back here is for the black water, and you can see it's coming out of this huge tube, and when I pull this, the sewage is going to come out. So you want to do that one first. That way all the gross stuff that gets stuck in the tube can get rinsed out with the gray water tube. Okay, so with both valves closed, I can now open the cap, and you do that by just turning, and you can just let it dangle. You can see that this adapter is the same, and so I'm going to take this and put it onto there, and now I've got myself a connection. Now again, we're really close to the drainage, which is highly unusual. Normally it's farther away, and so you would normally use this little elevator system. And what you would do is you would take this and you would place it near the drain, and then you would basically create a little slope for it to work. But again, today we don't really need that because it's all going to be in the same place. So what I'm going to do is just try to compress this tube as much as possible so that it's nice and tight. And that way I don't have sewage going farther. So I'm in, I've got a good connection. I'm connected up to here, and the first thing I'm going to do is pull this valve right here. And when I do, you'll hear it, or you might not hear it on the video, but you should hear it start flowing. Okay. You just kind of leave it go until it's done. It looks like it's got a second volley. Remember, this is all just gravity working, so it's coming down into here. And if I were to coerce it, there's some still in the pipe. Alright, it's still flowing a little bit, so I'm going to let it go. And close that valve, make sure it's good and snug, and then I'll pull this one. Now again, this should be the gray water, which is really just soapy water, and so it'll rinse out the tube, making it a little less vile for the next use. Okay, now at this point, it's usually good practice to kind of go inside and run some more water through the tubes, either through the sink or flush the toilet several times with a clean bowl, and that'll help the sewage flow. But when you're all done, you just reverse this system. So you unconnect or disconnect that. If you are near a rinse station, you can rinse the tube. You put the tube back into the bumper and put everything back away. Make sure your valves are closed, and then reseat this on top. Now if you're in a campground like this, where you have sewer right next to your RV, you don't leave the valves open. You want the tanks to fill up a little bit because gravity is what flushes the water out. And so even when you're hooked up permanently like this, you close the valves and you just wait until you get a nice full tank, or at least half of a tank, And then you come out maybe once a day or every 2 days and you let them fall flush. It's convenient because you don't have to rehook up the tube, but you don't want to just let it flow never ending. All right, that's it.